Hey, what's up YouTube? Good morning. It's Sunday morning and finally back with another live haul video. I know it's been a while. I was taking a little break from YouTube and social media, trying to enjoy some of the end of summer and focus a little bit more on eBay. But I did get some really cool stuff thrifting yesterday and I wanted to make a haul video. I will probably split it up into two and show you like half of it now and then maybe half tomorrow or something. And I will be going over some sales update videos also. And I'll probably, like, to catch up, I'll probably take the last month and split it up in like weeks and just show you the highlights, because although the volume of sales, the amount of sales that I've had going out has went down, has been like a little bit slower. My average sale price is creeping up, and I've been finding a lot cooler stuff, and I've been a bit pickier. So I know in the last month I've probably found my 3 best thrift store items ever. 2 of them have sold already, and 1 I just picked up yesterday, and I found them all at the same spot. So it's crazy. Yesterday I'd already went to a couple thrift stores and I almost passed this one, but I'm glad I didn't, because it might be one of my best sale of the year. We'll see. But anyways, I did pick up a few pair of shoes, not a whole lot. I got 4 in this section. A while ago I started talking about Naturalizer, and I was going to test the waters and see how it did, and they've actually been doing pretty well for me. So these are just some women's Naturalizer, like cap toe Oxford heels, I guess you would call them. Black leather. I went yesterday. It was Saturday, but I still had coupons, so everything was 30% off. So I will just give you the price that I paid, and then know that it was 30% off that. So these were $4.99. And then some Clarks. You know, I always pick up Clarks. These are just like, they're part suede, part brown leather. I think they're Clarks Bendables, but this is like a penny loafer heel. And these were $4. I picked these up because I got them for $3, and the quality looked good, but oddly enough, I am not sure of the brand. Okay, so this is just like a men's suede Oxford, and I think this is nubuck leather actually, but it felt like a quality shoe. The leather looked good inside. The insole was really soft, but they're not marked. All it says is 1901 on the inside. Now, my first guess is that this is actually an American Eagle shoe, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look into it. So if you guys know what brand this is, that would be awesome if you help me out in the comments. Like I said, it's just like a nubuck leather Oxford shoe, men's, and it just says 1901 on the instep, or on the insole. So we'll see. This was probably the coolest pair of shoes that I picked up yesterday. At first, when they were sitting on the shelf like that, I saw kind of like this dingy gray suede, and I was thinking like that they were probably beat up. I almost passed over them, but then I picked them up and I recognized that these Reeboks with like the double air pockets right here, these are the Allen Iverson Question Mids. And then at first I thought that this, like, on the front said Shady. So I've sold the Allen Iverson Question Mids before, and they're a pretty good shoe as far as like a non-Jordan or Yeezy. Like, it's a dope shoe. I thought it said Shady, so I thought it was a collab. But after some more research, I realized these are the Question Mid Stash. That's the name of this model. And it was a good find. I already cleaned it off. I think I paid $5 for these. And the lowest comp lowest used comp I think was around 80, and there wasn't a whole lot listed currently, but they were still around 80. So that was a cool find. I picked this up from the bins just because it was like a quarter. I don't know if it's vintage or not. I don't know if it's worth anything. I probably won't keep it because I'm kind of weird about using used water bottles. But we'll see. Like I said, I got it from the bins and it was super cheap, so I picked that up. And I actually found quite a bit of new stuff. So this first pair of pants, or shorts, I mean, are, I want to say, I feel bad. I'm a soccer player and I don't know. I think this is miter. Anyways, these are vintage, like the shiny nylon soccer shorts. They're similar to Umbros. I flipped Umbros whenever I found them, and I didn't realize that this is like an equally valuable short. I've sold a few pairs, and they usually go like as soon as I get them, or as soon as I have them listed. So I picked those up. I think the Goodwill I was at charges $2 or $3 for shorts, or after. So that's, I will say $2.50, and they're super light, so they'll ship cheap. And I think I listed them at $20. So nothing crazy, but that vintage soccer short is in style. People like it. So next up is Miss Me, like these mustard yellow Miss Me skinny jeans, and they're in pretty good shape. They're not missing. Like when you pick up these, make sure you double check all the buttons and the little gemstone, rhinestone things. I have like seen these before in a thrift and got excited because like they weren't overpriced. Picked them up, got home, and realized that they were missing like a stud in one of the pockets or something. However, they still sell, and it really didn't affect the price a whole lot, as long as you're getting it at a good price. So I picked up not one but two pair of Adidas Tech Fit compression shorts. These are both medium. These are both a good compression short. So they listed really quick because I actually didn't do quantity of two. I used my inventory number for this and had two separate listings just because that's the way I like to do it. I don't know why, but. And I paid, like I said, shorts on the high end. They're $3.99 there, and then 30% off. So I probably paid anywhere from $2.50 to $3 for those. I did find another pair of LuLaRoe leggings. These are the TC, or the tall and curvy. There's only two sizes of LuLaRoe, either the one size or TC, which is tall and curvy. And this has like kind of this weird vine floral. I did look these over, and there was no holes or stains or frays, so apparently that's kind of a rare thing. I know that LuLaRoe had a problem with a lot of their stuff snagging, or, they get a hole or they split or whatever. Next up is a couple pair of men's American Eagle Prep. Now, the Prep shorts are kind of like a chino. They're just a little shorter leg, and whether it's good or bad, I know the short shorts are kind of in style right now. I wouldn't classify these as short shorts, but they're definitely above knee. They're both the same size, so they were also a quick listing. We just have this kind of like a bluish gray and orange stripe. And, hold on, I'm messing up my piles. And then like a blue and white floral palm kind of deal. And then these are very similar, but these are Hollister, and they're cargo shorts. These mall brands, they tend to do really good for me. And I don't know if it's just a personal thing, but when I'm listing, like if I have a bunch of stuff that I'm listing, it's quicker for me to just say, go do all shoes. Like I'm going to do 20 or 30 pairs of shoes today. And there are days when I do that, but then there are other days when I try to mix up the listings that I'm doing, like put up a few coats, some pants, some shorts, shirts, shoes, like some higher ticket items and some lower ticket items. It's not as quick because it takes a little bit more time to photograph, and then you have to measure do measurements on some things. Then you got to poly bag and worry about inventory and stuff. So I don't do it all the time, but I feel like, and this is just me, that it's kind of beneficial to have new products going in as many categories as possible. So that's something I've been experimenting with some lately. I don't know. I feel like it works. I guess it's just because if I were, it'd be great, obviously, to just put up a bunch of high end things. But then you are missing all the customers that are like, back to school shopping, or they want to spend 20 or 40 bucks. So I try to mix it up. This next pair is boys youth Tommy Hilfiger white cargo shorts. I don't pick up a lot of newer Tommy Hilfiger or modern. Like if it's new, I will pick it up. But I usually don't pick up just the newer stuff. I try to stick with the vintage. It seems to sell better. But like I said, these were only a couple bucks. They're new with tags. You got back to school shopping starting, and parents are looking for clothes for their kids. So that's nothing crazy. I was a little bit more excited about these. These are the Polo Ralph Lauren Geller Fatigue cargo shorts. And I don't know if you can see that. At first I was thinking orange, then pink, then peach. It's kind of like this weird in-between color. I don't know if it's going to show up right on the camera. But $3 for these. And surprisingly, comps for the Geller Fatigue. I don't know if that's Geller or Geller. Anyways, they're like 40 to 50 bucks. The price tag on this, I think, was $59.95. It had a clearance over it, so I kind of just like ripped off the bottom. So that's cool. Then I picked up some North Face. These are like women's, like a long short capri pant kind of deal. They're not nylon, but they're not just cotton. They're like that cotton elastane combo. Olive green, good color, good size. So I tend to have good luck with North Face. Then I've not found, this is kind of like a bowler shirt. At first I thought it was a polo, then I realized it buttons all the way down. But men's vintage Tommy. This is Tommy jeans. And then, like I said, it's like a polo that buttons all the way down. Color block, which is super popular with this style or this genre of clothing of like the vintage streetwear. You have the red, cream, gray, navy, and then on the back is a different color block. So that was a good find. I don't believe I listed that yet. I'm starting to mix stuff up. But at the last thrift store, the last aisle, I was literally on my way out, and then I saw it, went over, thinking, it's like you're seeing a unicorn. You don't expect, you're like, oh yeah, that looks like something, and then you go over there, and then it's always not what you're looking for. But in this situation, it was the real deal. Coogee, Bill Cosby, Notorious B.I.G. 3D knit sweater. And as you can tell, Coogee made in Australia and 100% wool. I did pick up a knockoff once early on. I think the first Coogee sweater I ever found, I didn't really know the true value of them. And I was super excited when I let it go for like 50 or 60 bucks. So it might have had something wrong with it, but either way. At this particular trip, I picked up a Coogee sweater, and then I picked up a similar 3D knit, but it was a different brand. The Coogee sweater went for like 50 or 60. The other one went for like 30 or 40, and I realized that there was definitely a market in these 3D knit Cosby sweaters. But the second time I picked it up, it was a really good looking sweater. It was red and white, 3D print, Coogee, but it wasn't made in Australia, and it was not wool. I think it was like acrylic. I had no idea. I sold it, and then the customer emailed me and said that he didn't think it was authentic. I was like, I'm sorry. Send it back to me. I'll pay for return shipping. I didn't want any issues. He didn't leave me a negative feedback or anything, and I didn't get in trouble. I got it back, and I did not relist it. I think it's just sitting in a pile, in my donate pile or something. I should probably throw it up on like a local site or something. But anyways, men's Coogee double XL, made in Australia, wool. Now I'm curious for pricing. I would think, like, on one hand, I would think that this being more of a subtle, like red, black, and white, that it might not be as valuable as a lot of like the super bright multicolored ones. But then again, this could also appeal to anyone with money that wants expensive Christmas sweaters, or a certain street group that likes to wear all red. So I don't know. We'll see. I am gonna throw this up. I'm gonna list it expensive. It's in good shape, and I have an idea what I'm willing to accept for it. But why not swing for the fences? It has been working for me recently. So where are we at? Like just over 15 minutes. I'm gonna cut the video off there and save the second half for either later or tomorrow. I don't want this video to be too long. And I will be putting up some sales update videos for some of the other highlights over the last month, over August and whatnot. So anyway, stay tuned. Don't forget, if you know what kind of Oxford shoes those are, leave it in the comments. And I hope your guys' sales are doing good. I will talk to you soon.